morning, guys. It is Marissa. It is also really early. That's why I'm kind of whispering, because I don't want to wake anyone up. But welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be doing a week in my life. I have a lot of stuff going on for the club that I run. Lots of studying, of course. And it's also St. Patty's this week, so maybe I'll get a couple clips of that too. Anyways, today's Tuesday, so I'm going to the gym, of course. You guys know the deal. Let me show you my outfit for today. Just wearing my hoop cut Levi's. I have this like turtleneck and then my polo sweater. Before we continue with the rest of the video, I wanted to talk about today's sponsor. You guys probably know well by now, which is Luxury Student Rental. They are the company that me and my friends use to rent this house, and a lot of my other friends use as well. As we all know, the semester is almost over, which means it's time to move out. For me, I still have one more year in this house. We don't have to worry about that quite yet, but I know some of you guys will be moving from res into like your new houses starting May 1st, or if you're changing houses in general. And even if you're not moving completely, I always have to pack up and bring all my stuff back to Vancouver, and that's always a process. So Luxury Student Rentals and I have 3 tips for you to help make your move-in process a lot easier. Obviously, the earlier you start, the better it's going to be. Take down your decorations first, and then you leave important stuff like your bed and your dresser and your desk. Another really good thing to do is just reduce the amount of stuff you have. So look at all the items that you have and what you might not need anymore. Luxury Student Rentals actually can pick up donations, and they donate these items to local London organizations. It's a really useful service. They also take non-perishable foods if you're worried about that as well. And then our last tip for you is to start cleaning early and share those responsibilities with your roommates. Doing things that you don't get to clean very often, such as the bathroom or the fridge, or like deep cleaning cabinets, will make your move out date less stressful. Thank you so much, Luxury Student Rentals, for working with me on this video. Their links and their phone numbers down below if you want to call. Like always, they're such a great company to rent with. But yeah, let's get on to the rest of the video. Okay, it's like 9:20 and we just finished working out, and we're gonna go to Somerville to like 12, and then we're gonna go to social science so I can heat up my lunch before my class. Wait, I have class at 11:30 too.
Oh yeah, till 12:20, right?
Yeah, so we can't move in the middle of my class. We're on social site now, and we're heating up our lunch in the microwave. Okay, I have like peppers and tofu and rice basically for lunch. I don't know how else to explain it. It's good. What do you have for lunch?
I have pasta with beef meat and random mixed veggies and tomato alfredo.
It's like
it's just so funny how he's like, I literally, like, I was gonna text.
I'm vlogging, by the way. So here I'm talking to myself. What am I doing?
Yeah, I really like, sometimes I like don't understand. That's all you understand. Yeah, like, what aren't you understanding? Like, no, I'm saying like you can vlog, but like I literally didn't know you were vlogging. I like sometimes don't understand what you're doing.
I'm just talking to myself. I don't know. I just got back from campus and I have interviews that I'm running at 3, so I'm making snacks.
Someone in the shop. Somebody in the shop.
Jumpies. They're playing Fortnite. Classic. I have like interviews for an hour and a half, and then I have a break, and then I have more interviews later tonight. So good times. I need to do my lab, which I forgot to do yesterday. And it's like literally due in a couple hours, so I will probably be multitasking. But we'll see how it goes.
Coming back from the mall, but oh whoa, I just saw someone.
Okay, we're like literally running late to interviews, but
I know, so embarrassing.
So embarrassing, what am I? Okay. Okay, one sec. Okay, I'm letting her in.
Hey guys.
Hi Trinity.
Hey.
How you doing?
How's it go? Good. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Second interview of the day, so exciting. Okay, super simple. Don't be too stressed. It's okay if you like need to take your time on a couple questions because we know it's an interview, so take your time. First question is, if you were an ice cream flavor, what would you be and why? So she said reaching out to people, and then she just said broaden the like people that we reach out to, right? Is what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan and I just finished like our first 3 interviews for the day, so I actually have a lab that I forgot to do yesterday that's due at 7, almost 5, so I need to make sure I do this soon. Hence that. It's literally written, which is crazy because what these days are written, but apparently this. So I'll be working on this, show you my pretty drawings when I'm done. A little preview. Okay, I just finished my lab. Actually it wasn't that long. I'm gonna cover half of it so that I'm not like cheating, but those are my drawings. Isn't that so pretty? I don't think our next interview is until 7, so I have some time to relax a bit. I'm like crashing. I got really tired all of a sudden, and I think talking to people, doing work all day probably has something to do with that, and like being in class. But otherwise, a really productive day. Like I've done basically everything on my to-do list. See, look, I just need to kind of do this class. Literally doing this right now. So it's like 7:30 right now. Had a little snack. I didn't film it because it was like right in between interviews. Didn't really have time. Leia and I played a terrible game of Fortnite. Leia also picked me up Starbucks. But we just had another interview. We have one more tonight at 8, so in like half an hour. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do my course. It's my mammalian histology course. So if you guys didn't know, I'm vegan, and I also like work out like 6 days a week, so I'm pretty active, and because I'm vegan I need to like make sure my protein is high and like I'm eating enough food. So I literally just had my 4th meal of the day. Yeah, that was my pre-dinner, which I actually honestly don't eat this much usually, but like I'm really hungry today. I had like a wrap with like eggs, scrambled eggs, and cucumber and hummus, and tomatoes, and like hot sauce, and it was like 16 grams of protein, which is pretty good. Especially when you're vegan, you need protein all the time. Like, let me know if you want the recipe. I just have one more interview to go. Look how freaking comfy I am right now. But yeah, I will talk a little bit more about being a co-president. A really big part, I guess, of my week this week is being president of this club, co-president with Jordan. This is a club that we started last year. UPaw, if you want to join, if you're interested in pathology. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. It's kind of the end of the year. We're trying to reach our goals. So events is trying to do some stuff. We're trying to do some fundraising. And added on to that, we are also doing our hiring, which is actually very crazy and surreal because last year, when we were literally in 2nd year, we were like hiring kind of around this time too for the VPs that we have now. And like those VPs did so much stuff with us this year, and it's just crazy to see how far like the random idea we had in January of 2021 has come and brought us here. All these applicants that we have, a lot of them are pretty strong. A lot of them have some pretty good ideas for next year as well, so it's just kind of crazy to see how far something like this can go, and like how like engaged people at Western are to like be a part of this, which is really crazy. But yeah, it has been like a very UPaw heavy week for me. I have to go in and get the brief from one of the directors of the events. We're doing a ITR panel with Marisa, which is the microbiology club. which I'm actually really excited for. It should be good. It's breakout rooms, but it's just exciting to see like a part of my club running kind of by itself. For the fundraiser we're doing, we're kind of trying to figure out if we can do like a bar night / social. So like we'll get half of the proceeds for the cover for that night, and then that can hopefully go towards like prizes for next year, developing a website. I have to communicate with my VP events right now, and then with the directors, and also the next interview is in like 3 minutes, so I will check in with you guys after that.
Amazing. So we're going to move on to the VP outreach specific questions now. So first, using a local organization or business in London, how would you go about leading a fundraiser with them?
We're still interviewing, but it's Ryder. Bays. So cute. Okay, you can put him down now. So it's the end of the night. I just finished packing my bag for tomorrow. I just need to put out my outfit for tomorrow. And then I also realized that I need to choose an outfit for St. Patty's. That means green, obviously. Don't really know yet. I think I'm gonna look for some inspo before I choose a fit. But I also need to choose tomorrow's outfit as well. I have lab tomorrow, which means I need to cover head to toe. It's so warm tomorrow, which sucks because I totally would have worn like less clothing, but it's literally lab, so I can't do that. We have a couple options here. This shirt, obviously, very St. Patty's. It's long, so I probably would like cut it, and I could wear with this skirt, except this is white and that's cream. Skirt's also an option. Nice, has pockets, you know, multifunctional. And then if not, there's like this asymmetrical top, could go with either of these skirts. I also made outfits for tomorrow. They're very different. One could look completely like PJs, so we'll see what it looks like in the morning. The alternative outfit is literally the complete opposite. It's like my skate pants and like a black shirt. And that is the duality of me. See you tomorrow morning.
Hi, vlog.
I'm in this. Oh.
Or I'm tired.
Tired too. I'm moving this way. Well, we're back in MedSci. I have more interviews today. My first one's at 12:30, I think. And then I have lab at 1:30. Then more interviews. I'm probably gonna go home after lab because I don't want to sit here till 8:30 in the night. That doesn't sound very fun to me. My breakfast. Chia pudding.
Protein.
Protein girls. Or chime. It's 10:28, which means I'm actually gonna sit in my class for once. Usually I just do it after 2 times speed, but they post it like the next day and I didn't want to do it tomorrow, obviously, because St. Patty's Day. So I'm actually gonna go to the class in real time, not in person though, obviously. We're doing GI path, or phys, which I actually really like GI stuff. I don't know if I'm biased, because I feel like my dad knows GI the most too. So I can like find it more interesting, but I like GI. Bye.
I have a very cartoon version of the small intestine here.
Like 12:30 now, so Jordan and I have one interview to do now, and then I have my lab, which like for some reason is now online, but you can still go in person. I don't know. I'm also starving. I need to eat before lab. Say hi to the vlog. Okay. I'll start. Same thing as yesterday. Yeah? I don't know if I got that impression, but...
Well, I got that from...
Okay, so as you saw, Jordan and I just did some interviews. We still have like 4 more left to do today. It is like 1, so I have my lab coming up soon. I'm probably just gonna make some flashcards, and then it's literally in the building I'm in now, so I'll probably just head upstairs after that. Okay, I just finished lab. I don't know, I'm gonna lie to you, it was brutal. I'm tired and I didn't listen to anything. Also, apparently it's 15 degrees now, which is stunning. So, I'm going home and I'm gonna take a nap. Hey guys, it's like 5:20 now, and as you can tell, I'm home. I am sitting in my bed. I just had another interview with Christine, who's actually our UPaw's current VP outreach, and she's great. We love Christine. But yeah, I like literally before my meeting had another wrap with like eggs and cucumber, and I just like ate that and relaxed. My lab was just really boring. We did like literature review, and then everyone else doing their other experiments were in their lab coats and doing science, and we were just like, not that literature review isn't science, it's just, it was not very hands-on, and it was just staring at a screen for 2.5 hours, and it was guys, I realized that I actually didn't end this video. On the Wednesday, I just had interviews for the end of the night, and then I went to bed because I was really tired. And then Thursday was St. Patty's, and it was really fun. We kind of had a little bit of a 3-day bender. Really good last bit of fun before final season. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Luxury Student Rentals for partnering with me on this video, and I will see you guys soon.